Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another perfume review video. My name is Naz. This is my channel, the King of Hidden Gems. I try to bring to your attention fragrances are usually very good value for money. They smell good. They're usually under the radar. Not many people talk about them. I think at least you should do your research, try them for yourself and see if they're any good to you. So in this video I have another unboxing and first impression for you, and this is the perfume House of Chopard. House of Chopard is a Parisian boutique jewelry shop from Paris. They've been around for more than 150 years, and their main business is jewelry, obviously, and secondly they are they have quite few perfumes in their lineup. They've been making perfumes for around 40 to 50, I think about 50 years or so. And when they put out perfumes, people have to take notice, especially in the fragrance community, because what they make is very high end and is very reasonably priced. So this one in particular is called Chopard Sparkling Love, is EDP, is 100 ml. United Kingdom is retails for £120, but you can get a discounter here and there. I paid around £70 for it or so. So let's see how it goes for that price. But please, before I do the unboxing, if you like what I do, if you find it useful, informative, valuable or entertaining, please don't forget to hit those buttons. This way you help me, encourage me, motivate me to bring you perfumes like this in future that nobody else is talking about. They're amazing value for money, they smell great, and they could be hidden gems. And please help me to basically challenge this infamous YouTube algorithm, which is getting worse and worse. The big players getting bigger, the small players getting smaller, and the rich getting richer and the poor getting poorer. I am one of the smaller channels, one of the poorer channels, so I'm getting less and less tractions. If you could please help me with a movement of a finger. For you it's just a movement of a finger. For me it means a lot, because it gives me a stay in this endeavor, in this hobby for longer, to bring you perfumes that nobody else is talking about. They're under the radar, under the limelight. They don't get that much traction. They get the attention they need, because for example this House of Chopard is absolutely, they make perfumes absolutely gorgeous, but nobody else is talking about it apart from me, and that is a shame, because these perfume houses, they need the traction, they need the attention, they need limelight to be known and to be supported as well. Thank you very much for your support. Thank you very much for your love and support. Please don't forget to do those, and also comment. All these things will help me to keep in this endeavor for longer, to keep afloat, to keep surviving. Thank you very much. Let's go. So House of Chopard, because they are a jewelry maker, the attention to detail is absolutely beautiful. So look at this box. Is quite simple, but it's got the nice detail to it. It's very nice, it's very good looking. The attention to detail is everywhere. It's a publication, blah blah, but let's see how it is. Sorry about the noise when you do unboxing, you can't do anything about it. And so I reviewed the first, the original Love by Chopard, which is a red bottle, and that one is a rose bomb, massive rose perfume, which is absolutely gorgeous. I give it 10 out of 10 to the original one. So that's why I got this one, because I needed to know how good it is. Is it following the success of the original Love? But let's see. So the box is quite simple, but it does the job perfectly, which is protecting the bottle. And look at the bottle. Bottles are always good looking. Look at this, it's like a jewelry make. Very nice, beautiful white bottle. It's got this heart shape, and the cap is like crystal. Is super heavy. Wow, it's like a half a kilo of cap. It is glass basically. Yeah, it is glass and looks like crystal, and the atomizer is modern and gold. And here we go. Look at that atomizer, very good. Although it's not pressurized, but it's very good quality. So the presentation, as always with House of Chopard, is immaculate. It's beautiful. It's very elegant. It's very luxurious. So let's see how is the smell for this beautiful perfume. Sparkling Love. Here we go. EDP is aimed for ladies, by the way. Here we go. Wow. Yes, they done it again. So the first one, Chopard Love, EDP 100 ml, that one was beautiful rose. In here you're getting a beautiful white florals. What a beauty that is. This is gorgeous. First thing hits me is the quality of these perfumes. The quality is very high quality, especially for a price. Smells like £200-300 perfume. There's quite a famous perfumer for it. Let me just see if I can. Yeah, her name is Dora Bagrice. Sorry if I'm butchering her name. So this lady, she's done a few perfumes for Chopard, and also she's done a few other perfumes for niche houses. And she's not super well known in the fragrance community, but when I looked at her resume, she's done quite a big hit perfumes as well. So here you can smell the quality, you can smell the construction, you can smell the know-how, you can smell the experience, and you can smell the knowledge behind this nose, which is done a fantastic job in here, because it smells gorgeous and it smells smooth, it smells rounded, it smells very, very elegant, it's very, very sophisticated, and it smells overall divine. Yeah, so basically white floral dominant. I'm getting some jasmine, I'm getting some tuberose, I'm getting some lily of the valley, maybe even there's a violet in here because it's got the powderiness to it. Yeah, it's quite powdery. I'm smelling something like ylang ylang as well, a little bit of yellow floral in here, but super elegant, beautiful, very, very well done. I'm telling you, House of Chopard never ever lets me down. I unboxed and reviewed many of their fragrances before, and each time they basically, it's a hit, at least for my taste, for my age, for my experience. I absolutely love this house, and I get everything I can get from their perfume lineup. So let's see what they say in terms of note breakdown, and we take it from there. So according to Fragrantica, note breakdown is osmanthus, mandarin and bergamot, mandarin orange and bergamot. And in the base, the mid we have tuberose, jasmine and ylang ylang. And in the base we have cedar and helvetolide, whatever that is. So that's a aroma molecule. Anyway, so I'm getting a big fruity notes in here. It opened up super fruity and also super zesty. So it's very zesty, it's very bergamot, it's very lemony, it's very orangey. And the osmanthus here, again, a little bit of greenness plus a little bit of that fruity aspect to it as well. So it's quite fruity and it's quite zesty. Yeah, beautiful, fruity and zesty, but the zestiness and fruitiness are very subtle. So it's very subtle, it's very well blended, it's very well put together. It's just basically that balancing act in here is absolutely immaculate and gorgeous. The tuberose and jasmine plus the lily of the valley here are dominant. So they're not mentioning lily of the valley, but I can smell it because I'll get smell some basically some powderiness in here. Again, the tuberose, the jasmine and the lily of the valley are quite big, but they are quite understated. So it is well blended, well put together. They're not in your face, they're not fighting, they're not like huge players that is basically destroying everything else. The balancing act in here is to perfection. Ylang ylang giving it a little bit of that yellow flower feel to it, and also giving it a little bit of banana feel. So a hint of banana in here. Yeah, hint of banana feel, hint of tropical, hint of that yellow flowers, but beautiful. Again, it's done superbly done. The base is very clean woods in here, so it's a cedar sandalwood combination, but it's very clean, and also it is way in the background right now. I can't smell any woodiness apart from the base, which is quite a substantial base. So if you like white floral dominant perfumes and done to perfection, done very well for the price, this is an absolute bargain. Very well done, very well put together, beautiful perfumery in here, beautiful ingredients in here. The ingredients shouts quality, that it doesn't they didn't cheap out in anything. No harshness, no chemical, no sharpness, no smell of any chemical or anything like that. Very well done, well put together. Usually with white floral perfumes, sometimes they come across as how shall we put it, detergent or cleaning product or soapy or washing up liquid or something like that, but in here it doesn't at all. So sometimes they do that because it reminds you of many products that during the years they used white floral in them, but here they done a very good job of not going to that direction. It's basically beautiful perfume, so it's very well done, well put together, and the quality is the best you can get for a price. Is absolutely bargain. I give it 10 out of 10. Gorgeous fragrance, beautiful. I cannot praise it enough. It's so beautiful. I loved pun intended, Chopard Love, which was gorgeous rose fragrance. That one was a rose bomb. If you like it super rosy, that one was absolutely gorgeous. And this one, if you like it super white floral, this is absolutely dominated by white florals, apart from the ylang ylang, which is giving it that little bit of banana and the yellow flower, and also quite a tropical feel to it. So if you like what I described, what a perfume. By the way, it came out 2023, is EDP, is aimed for ladies. Yes, this is quite feminine, but I'm going to wear it in the next 2 days, no problem whatsoever. I love white florals myself. As always, perfume scents, fragrances, they don't have gender. It's all marketing BS. If you like a perfume, wear it. If you don't like a perfume, don't wear it. As simple as that. But I have to mention, if you are a man and you are uncomfortable with huge floral perfume, this could be a little bit of a challenge for you, because this is dominated by florals, especially white florals. So white florals dominant, yes, the jasmine, tuberose, and also some lily of the valley in here to give it a little powderiness, hint of andolicness, not too much. Yeah, just a very small amount of andolicness in here, and also a little bit of that choky feel from the tuberose. It's quite powdery, and the tuberose in here is the tuberose is the biggest player. After that is the jasmine, after that is the lily of the valley, and after that is the ylang ylang. So it's very floral. You need to like your floral perfume to enjoy it. It's quite fresh. To my nose, I would classify this perfume as fresh to semi-fresh, and also I classify it as oriental floral. So it's very floral. There is a sweetness undertone it. Yeah, there is an undertone sweetness, which is definitely vanilla, but the vanilla in here is not a huge vanilla. It's just a smooth maker rather than a big vanilla. And the vanilla in here plus the sandalwood plus the jasmine, making it very smooth, very rounded. Citrusy, yeah, in the beginning was a big citrus, especially mandarin orange, and also the bergamot. That's a little bit of lemony feel to it as well. But osmanthus in here is done superbly well, which is giving it that green, fruity, citrusy feel as well. On top of it, yellow floral, which is ylang ylang, giving it a little bit of that banana, a little bit of that yellow flower feel, which is gorgeous in its own, and it's quite woody in the base, but the woods are in the background right now for the first impression. And a little bit of that andolicness in here. Yes, I'm getting that andolic feel. So if you like this kind of fragrances, absolutely gorgeous, highly recommend it. I'll give it 10 out of 10 for this opening. Gorgeous opening, beautiful. I hope that this opening stays the same, or at least if it changes to the better. I'll let you know in the next video, longevity, development, things like that. But for now, for the first impression, yes. If I could have more thumbs, I'll give it to this beautiful perfume. Who is the fault? Definitely on the mature side. I would say 25 years and older to be in the safe side, because the white florals in here making it a little bit on the classical side as well. Although it's a modernized version of classical floral fragrances, but it's got a little bit of that classical feel in here. In terms of age, I would say 25 years and older. In terms of gender, this is to my nose is bang in the middle, unisex, but it leans feminine because of those big white florals. And in terms of season, this is all year round. You can use it in summer, in winter, no problem. The only thing is, in high heat it could be a little bit cloying, but because it's white floral, it's going to be fine even in summer. And in terms of occasion, this is very opulent. So it's very opulent, it's very high end, it's very sophisticated, it's very elegant, it's nice and rich and very subtle in the same time. It's very understated. Don't get me wrong, at the moment it's feeling the room, feeling the house, feeling everything, but it's done in a way that is not punchy and is not in your face. It's very, very sophisticated. So it's very good for going out, for evening, formal occasion, for special occasion, for special ceremonies like wedding, like birthdays, and also for dating, going out, for clubbing, for going for dinner for somebody, for things like that. It's very, very special. If you wear this and you go for a date, mamma mia, definitely you will have your date super, super happy and super into you. Okay, guys, so for the first impression, yes, I give it 2 thumbs up. Beautiful perfume overall. I absolutely love this perfume. I love the first one, which was Chopard Love EDP 100 ml, and I love this one as well. And what a contrast! That one is a super rose, and this one is a super white floral. Okay, guys, if you have it, if you know it, if you tried it, let us know your experience. That would be useful for others to read. If you have anything else from the House of Chopard, let us know your experience. What you think of them, about the quality, about longevity, how they're doing these departments. If you are interested in purchasing one of my own perfumes and support me that way and get something very, very beautiful in return, you could do that. I'll leave them in the link. I'm the perfumer, I'm the artist, I'm the worker. So they are true handmade perfumes just for you lucky people in the United Kingdom. I put more than 60% pure perfume oils in my perfumes, which is unheard of, and that gives them the huge personality, massive, bold, big, very long lasting, and they are like time capsule. They take in different places, different time, very artistic, very unique, and they are super beautiful, if I say myself. Thank you very much as always for watching. Thank you very much for love and support, and I'll see you later. Bye.